build for you know, for Borderlands 2. Obviously, why am I stuttering through this? Alright, so for one, we all go into deception, obviously, because it's our action skill. So we're going to start from left to right here. I think it's important, though, you run down this main tree for your first, you know, so I would run fast hands, fearless. I'd come down here, throw 1 into death mark, 4 into rising shot. Then come over here and put 5 into headshot. Come back over here, throw in 5. Prioritize between headshot and innervate. I would go with the innervate route, though, personally speaking, because I like to go innervate down to 2 Fang and then Death Blossom. So yeah, that's typically how I like to run my 0 build. You know, so typically, you know, obviously just run down this way. Eventually get these last. Unforeseen is a definite last tier skill. It's not unnecessary. It's not the greatest. So I wouldn't focus too much on that. Basically, whenever you exit out of the deception, your decoy causes an explosion of shock damage. Now the damage is pretty moderate, at best, you know. But personally, it's great to deal damage to your opponents that you're not really targeting. So it could be useful if they're low on health. It could take them out. The real kicker, I'd say, with this is these 2 opposing trees, the left and the right tree. Personally, with headshot, you know, the 20% critical hit damage boost, it's not best. Personally, I wish it was like 30% headshot damage or whatever, critical hit, you know, because it's better percentage. But personally, it's alright for a tier 1 skill. Moving down to killer, because personally speaking, having that, when you get a kill skill, it's going to be all about them kill skills, because once you get Grim and follow through, you're going to want killer, because killer gives you enhanced critical hit damage by 50% and 75% reload speed. Combine that with the 25% here, and you have 100% faster reload speed upon getting a kill. Even though this is not a kill skill, this permanently increases your weapon swap speed as well by 50%. This has you swapping weapons fast. This is a must-have for almost any build, I'd argue. But killer is definitely one of those skills you're gonna want to have when it, you know, combines with follow through and Grim. Personally speaking, there's not really much other kill skills. I think those are his only 3 kill skills. But you're definitely gonna want this. So if we combined the added effects of, you know, that 30% weapon gun damage plus that 50% critical hit damage, you're talking 50 plus 30 base. If we come down to here, to velocity, this will increase your bullet speed by 160%. This makes hitting targets so much easier, because your bullets will hatch immediately right onto them by 160% bullet speed, which is great. That's a 25% plus the critical hit. If you combine that with the critical hit here, that's roughly, no, it's 24 plus the 50, so it's like 74% critical hit damage plus this, so it's almost like 90, almost 100% weapon critical hit damage when you combine this, and this. And if you calculate the gun damage, which is 30% here, eventually, as you guys can probably see, I'm only level, where is it? Where's my level? Oh, yeah, badass ranks. Actually, capacity. I'm only level 78, so I only have 2 more levels. Those 2 are going to go here, and here, like wind. Mainly because so long as I'm moving, I will deal enhanced gun damage, and I have, you know, at least my chaotic evil rogue puts 4 into like wind. So with one skill, you're going to get the ability of like having 5 into that invested skill tree with 1 point. So then going ahead and putting in 2 points will make it 6 out of 5, which will make it a very efficient skill, at least. So, you know, having that, it's not the best, but to think that I'm always on my feet, constantly moving, this is a very great synergy with the rest of my tree. Alright. But, I used to run down here, try to get this. Not this, actually. It was, at 1 with the gun, and then I try to get the critical ascension. Those are good synergies for your sniper rifles, especially with this sniper rifle, I find, but the real focus of this entire build, you guys probably already know already, I'm running Chaotic Evil Rogue and a Shadow of the Seraphs. That's all you need for this. Personally, I like to run the B shield to optimize damage. A shock fastball because it's good at destroying shields, and trust me, there's going to be quite a few shielded targets. And not running many shock weapons in my, you know, base weaponry, my arsenal. Primarily sticking to plain non-elemental weapons for the most part. Even though 3 of my 4 are elemental. Personally, this is a fire weapon. But it's a Jacob's weapon, so it should be non-elemental, but it's a Jacob's with an element. So that makes it off the bat pretty badass. It is the Hot Mama, and this thing just is awesome, bro. The weapon itself talks to you. As you guys can see, it's right above my level. It's actually talking to me, so that's pretty cool. Or you might be able to hear it. So, but anyway, that's not the main reason you're gonna want this. The main reason you're gonna want this thing is because it does fire damage, and it has the Jacob's high damage rating that you're gonna want. It's a sniper rifle. Put 2 and 2 together, you know, so on and so forth. But anyway, beyond my build, what really makes any of my builds sufficient are my badass ranks. I have 71,912 badass rank. I have 365.1% weapon damage, so pretty much I'm going to be doing the exact amount of damage 3 times and plus a 60%. So this is easily dealing about 1,000,000 damage per hit. Now something like a shotgun has ×5 on it, which means it's dealing that 5 times for every, not 5 times, but 5 times, right? Because each pellet, that's 5 pellets that are coming out. So that's going to be doing that about 5 times. So that 105,646 is going to be hit, you know, 5 times sufficiently. So, but if we calculate that times 3, because 300% of this, you know what I mean? So, take 100% of your weapon damage, and since it's 3, so you'd add that 3 times, you're dealing a large amount of damage with shotguns. And so, that's kind of the whole reason you kind of want these kind of weapons. Now, critical hit is a whole nother story. If we actually look here, if I can find my critical hit, if it's actually on there, should be. I had that 200% weapon reload speed, which is very efficient. 179.3% weapon fire rate. Where's my critical hits? Where are my crits? I can't find critical hits. I probably have them in the hundreds, maybe. Like maybe 100%, 120 some % critical hit. 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 So, I don't know. For me, my thing stops at elemental effect damage, which I had in like the hundreds. So, you know, everything is easily doubled. My grenade damage is 177.8%. So I'm dealing roughly double damage, roughly, almost. So, double damage and then some, plus, you know. So my grenades are super efficient. Everything about this is super efficient. Now, let's do some simple math. So, I have a 60%, 30% chance to fire twice, plus 5 for my class mod, brings me to about 60% chance to fire twice. That's a pretty high percent. That's over half. That's over 50%. So most of the time I'm already going to be hitting. Now add 31% to that 60%. Now I'm at 91%. So I'm only have 9% chance to not fire it twice. So almost all my shots will always be shooting twice. So you get an effect like this, right? So it's pretty alright. But yeah, that's basically the whole build. If we go ahead and we throw on the Unforgiven, a very underrated pistol, it doesn't have the chance to fire as fast as you pull the trigger. So what happens is when you have that added effect, you get like a machine revolver. So that's pretty badass if you are into the Jacobs weapons. But personally, though, I like this. I like the Stalker. Now, you guys are wondering maybe, why is there all this loot? Well, I killed Cassius, and Cassius drops a lot of good loot. A lot of unconfirmed. So I have a volcano here. I have a rocket speed bunny. It's pretty cool. Not really like it's a good legendary though. I got a hornet inside of a rainbow rare, so. I want to drop the hornet because I don't want it. Here. We might even use this actually. Here, let's get a good look. Nah, not a fan. Noink. But we have a butcher right here though. This is a very hard to get gun. So I'll pick it up regardless. But actually, in fact, if we compare the stats to the two weapons, you find that the top one does slightly more damage than the other. Actually, not slightly, by a long shot. The bottom one, it's a higher level. But if it's higher level, why it does not have the same amount of damage or more? Reload speed on the bottom one is slightly faster than the one on top, and the one on the bottom has an added 2 rounds in its magazine capacity. No difference there. It has a scope and a melee attachment to add a 50% added melee damage, which personally I don't care about. Sustained fire increases accuracy, is about the same on these two. But personally though, I'm gonna drop it because, not drop it, but put it in my inventory because I don't think I'm going to be using this very often. We're putting the Slaga back in our inventory, and we're roughly going to be using my high level Stalker because my other one kind of sucks. My other one's 64, this one's 76. So we don't have much other what's it called, melee, not melee, what am I talking about, we don't have any other pearlescents that are worthwhile looking for. None really dropped besides the butcher, which I've been getting quite a few pearls from this guy, Cassius. So if you guys do not know how to get here, all you have to do to farm Cassius is go ahead and, obviously I have to quit my game, and Alright, now I'm going to load back in, like normal, to farm a boss. Because every boss gets reset. Okay, and we're going to want to come to the this area on the map right below Helios Fallen. It's the mint Scarab Research Facility or Center. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Scarab. I'm not sure. But you want to come here, and basically what you're going to want to do are follow these steps. They're going to run through this. You're not going to attack. If you're 0, here's what we're going to do. Get ready to use your effect, but don't quite use it. Pull out your most powerful weapon. For me, it's the Butcher. Take a deep breath. Jump in here. The first person you see, go ahead and blast them away, and then go ahead and hit this. And with the skill set, you will be able to move a lot faster after killing somebody. You're going to go ahead and run into here. Reload your weapon. If you need ammo or anything, resupplies, go ahead and grab those. Over here is an optional farm area. If you have this available, this will drop this weapon that I'm using currently, the Hot Mama. You're going to want this thing if you don't have it because it's such an overpowered. He's not holding it, so the chances of him dropping it are non-existent pretty much. I don't think he's going to drop it. Okay. It didn't seem like he did. So he did not drop the not legendary, not pearlescent, the rainbow gun. Coming here is an option though. You'll notice him holding it. You'll notice weird projectiles coming at you, and you're gonna want to, if he is, you're gonna want to kill him. If he isn't, you can kind of evade the situation or kill him anyway. I killed him anyway. Okay, and you're just gonna want to speed through here. There will be a loot thing that drops right there. The loot nest. It doesn't drop anything good. I haven't had anything drop from it. You guys can try. I've done it for 100 times. For the 100 times I've actually come here. Go ahead and kind of stock what's in here for a split second. So there's 3 enemies in a triangular formation. But I'm just going to go ahead and sprint up here, jump up here, and work my way up. Use that ladder as some cover. Go ahead and jump into here at an angle, and then go ahead and keep on running. They won't catch up. This is the final turn, and it's a left turn. And basically, this will take you. These stairs will take you up there to the boss fight. Actually, I take that back. I may have lied to you. There is another left turn. Now from this point on, you can go ahead and plop down here free of charge. You don't have to do any glitch to get back up, or you don't have to go any long tedious way to get back up either. So over here there's nothing. You know, I've had a legendary drop from here, actually a couple of legendaries during my time. So if you guys want to go ahead and chance that, you guys can, but all you have to do is just jump up this ladder and you know, keep going. But Cassius will be down here, down this little drop, waiting for you. So what I recommend, if you're running my build, go ahead and throw your kunai at him, pair an angle, and then just drop the bomb with a shotgun. It has multiple hitboxes, and as you can see from Boar, it exposes multiple hitboxes. And throw a grenade or two if you really need to. Go ahead and pick out a weapon. I recommend a stalker or something that can ricochet. If your gauge ricocheting will save your ass in this situation. Use the ricocheted rounds to just kind of spray all over the place and kind of take out these tendril things that spawn in. Kind of like Terramorphous almost. Alright, now go ahead and prepare your last assault. For me, I am going to use my sniper rifle. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm just going to drop the bomb with my shotgun. I still haven't found that sweet spot. So we're just going to go ahead and throw some kunai onto him. Let our shield generate so I get the B effect. And then just drop the bomb on him. There we go. He went ahead and dropped me a rolling thunder. Run back here, kind of check for some pearls. I don't think any pearls dropped, but you never really know with these kind of things. What you wanna, oh, okay. We got a Nukem. Has a lot of damage on this thing. Not quite sure how I feel about it. It does hold 2 rounds, and yes, I have the chance to fire twice with this thing. So, seeing as if I shoot 1 shot and fire twice, I generate a round, I guess, so to speak. This looks pretty OP. Considering that this is 11 million damage plus my 365% weapon damage increase. Considerably, this is a one-tap weapon. This will one-tap pretty much anything that I kunai. No pearls dropped that I'm aware of as of now. I'll show you guys a difference between a rare and a pearl. It may be hard to tell in this lighting, but I'm telling you, man, there's a difference. Alright, so when you see the pearl, or you see those rarities, they don't really look too different, but when you go ahead and look at the gun itself, go ahead and see that its price, as you guys can see, that is $329,000. This thing is clearly a higher price, $4 million for one gun. That's an easy way to tell apart pearls. Secondly, their coloring, to be exact, they are 2 totally different shades. One is turquoise and one is like a somewhat light but yet dark shaded blue. Another great way to tell is kind of generally know the amount of pearlescents that are in the game. They make a strict few. Particularly the brands, as you guys may probably know, Hyperion makes the butcher. So if you see a Hyperion shotgun and you go look at it to see if it's a pearl, you'll know it's not a pearl if it's not, you know what I mean, if you look at the brand. If its brand doesn't match what pearls are available for that brand as a pearlescent, you know it's not a pearlescent. And fifth and final point I want to make, generally know that most rares, look around. If you see more than 3 of the exact same color blue, you'll know that it's just a regular rare blue. It's nothing special, because you know pearlescents are super rare and they tend not to drop, so don't get your hopes up too high. You know, there is one other misconception, that when a white weapon falls next to a blue weapon exactly next to each other to the point where the loot line that, you know, floats above the weapon itself kind of has a mixture of blue and white, and it gives it this sort of illusion that it looks like a pearlescent kind of. You'll generally know if you see the textures look really weird when you go to examine the guns yourself or the loot in general. So you know. Also keep in mind that if you see shields, class mods, or grenade mods, they can't be pearls, as pearls are only made as weapons, except in Borderlands 1. We're going to go ahead and do another run, and I'll be done for tonight. I'll be farming later, but for this video I will be done, because I need to join my friend's party, which I'm actually about to join over there and kind of explain that, well, I'm going to be farming. Yo.
Ah! There he is.
Yep. I'm broadcasting right now though.
Where have you been?
Borderlands all day and movies.
God, Tom said he's been trying to.
Huh?
Join all day.
Hang on, you sound like a synthesizer right now.
Fuck!
No, that's more clear.
Okay. But he said he's been trying to invite you.
Yep. I've been farming somebody. I've gotten pearls out the ass, man. Yeah, I'm getting pearl lessons left and right, man. It's fucking crazy. I got a saw bar. I got 2 stalkers, and I got 2 butchers. You know how rare a butcher is. Yeah, all from one boss. So he drops unconfirmed pearls. I'm level 78, about to be level 80, and I'm about to full-on grind my badass ranks. I want to get 800 plus weapon gun damage.
Broadcasting?
Yeah, I was already broadcasting when you invited me. I was just kind of
shit. I don't know. I thought you fell asleep or something. Kept your game on. I tried to invite your best pal.
TJ or Matrix?
Both of them. But neither joined.
Alright, there we go. Let's see if any pearl had dropped.
Borderlands. Fucking Borderlands.
Hey Dom, I love Borderlands. Dom, fuck off.
So fuck off.
Fuck off! So a Sludge's shotgun dropped. I might pick it up because I might go shit on some people with it, low key. It's stronger than the Butcher, and I'll explain why. This thing is 1 million. No, it isn't. No, it's not 1 million damage times 12, but it is definitely a retarded OP weapon. Ah, what's wrong?
Yes.
Dude, this woman's still talking about fucking radio towers. I did all of them.
Why do you go to her to shop? Just go to the regular store inside your safe house.
Oh no, I'm trying to do the maps.
The maps? You can go buy those there too. You can buy everything you can buy over there, and you don't have to hear the old bitch complain.
Oh, by the way, should I get any signature weapons?
Dude, I already told you. Dude, I already told you this. Yes, buy the Bushman. Signature weapons are the most overpowered weapons that the game has to offer you. They're tier 6.
I thought you told me that
What?
what's it called?
No,
that
I
you
didn't.
Get the guns.
What did I tell you?
You get guns off of the people.
What? No, I told you get free guns in the radio towers, not signature weapons. I had to pay for those. You gotta do quests to unlock them. Like, you know, you have to do the radio towers to unlock the Bushman. You gotta get the relics to get the bull. You have to get a bunch of outposts to get the Sandman. You gotta work for it, man.
You gotta fight for it.
Sure.
It's Walking Dead clone. Anyway.
Alright, I'm ending my stream.